It's great to see you again.
It's good to see you as well.
Now we're here to talk about Leadership York County, and remind me what class you were in.
Sure. So I started the program in 2008 and finished in 2009.
Right. It seemed like it was a long time ago, but not that long ago either.
Oh, I know. I was calculating it for someone the other day. I was telling them about the program, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's been almost 13 years.
That's crazy.
I know. I'm not that old, so I'm not sure. I must have been doing it when I was 12.
Yeah, it was back when you could start in the 10th grade or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we were able to be part of the Catawba Area Homeless Coalition and be members of that group and really kind of hear what the needs were in the community. And, you know, unlike some projects or some things that we might have done even in our professional lives, there was a connection there to the kind of the larger community that I don't think we were expecting, but it was extremely rewarding.
Yeah, I really like that every year about the program because that's the point of it, is to sort of see these are the major I guess parts of our community. And you get into when you're sort of in your day-to-day, you go to work, you go home, you might go to school, to church, and that's your circle. Mm-hmm. And you don't often go beyond that. And the time that we spend in LYCO really gets you out of that circle. And you go, oh, I didn't know this was here. I didn't know this was a problem. I didn't know this was something that our community is doing really well. And then you sort of through that find a place that you want to fit into.
It
really
is for
personally.
me. I mean, that's probably I love the program days. I love seeing what our county has to offer and our state. But the retreat is my favorite thing. And it's one, because you kind of pull behind, you can look behind the curtain to see exactly how it's done.
Yeah.
And when I got the chance to lead the retreat with, a former classmate of ours and, and be the vice chair and then the chair and really kind of figure out how it's done. Of course, now I know it by heart.
Well, you've developed quite the reputation for presenting that project facilitation in a good way.
But it's seeing everyone's minds at work and seeing what people care about and seeing how they, when it comes to Leadership York County, these are people who were either paid for by their employer or they did it themselves. They came into this program because they're either an emerging leader or they're a leader in their organization. So you've got very strong personalities. And so it's interesting for them to see who steps back and kind of lets other people. I mean, my certificates and stuff are on my wall right behind me. It matters. And like you said, for those that put in the effort and do the work, they get something out of it and it matters to them, even almost 13 years later.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
I know, but I'll tell you, there's the stories that I went to Columbia to plan Government Day, probably the best day I've ever had, traveling up 77 and going to Columbia. But it's stuff like that. It's stuff you never get to experience otherwise. The access that you get. I mean, we were parking in, one of our state representatives' parking spaces and going up underneath the Statehouse into the, it's just stuff you don't get to do normally.
And maybe shouldn't, but good.
Probably not. Those are my secrets.
Okay. Well, now they're everyone's secrets.
That's true. No names were mentioned though, so we're fine.
Statute of limitations is up.